Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for each life path number for July 2024. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you are interested in a personalized reading, or if you would like to look at your own personal numerology, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and I would love to work with you. All right, let's get into it. Life Path 33-6, you all are going to be working with the energy of the 39-3 as well as Stork energy. Okay, so let's talk about the 39-3. I don't know what's going on here, but you all are on the love train. I feel like for the last several readings, you've had this energy of like the love vibe, and you're still on that train because this is another love vibration. So, of course, it can bring in romantic partnerships. It can bring in new love interest. It can be that you're taking a love interest to the next level, a relationship to the next level. You're going deeper within that connection, getting to know each other on a deeper, more intrinsic level. Also, this could be an interesting vibration where friendships develop into something more, or they could just grow stronger, right? But there is that element where, you start off as really good friends and it kind of turns into something deeper and more intimate. That's very possible as well. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic, right? Like just because it's a love vibration, it can absolutely be like more love coming into your life, right? That feeling of love, that vibration, stepping into that vibration. It can be your relationship with yourself, how you feel about yourself, your own love vibration with yourself. You could adopt a pet. You could, become part of a community and feel that love vibration from that sense of community. That's very possible as well. I would actually say that's very possible to have that sense of community. And maybe it kind of comes in abruptly, like you have been a part of this group for a while, but didn't really feel that deeper connection. But then maybe something happens that brings you all together very closely, where you now feel like you're a part of that community. So again, it's that sense of community. So this would be a great time also to get involved with, whatever you're interested in. Maybe it's pottery, maybe it's taking pottery classes. And then through those pottery classes, you get to know people there. And then you feel that sense of community with those other students. Or if you're religious and you want to go to church, or, that can bring about a sense of community. Anything like that, anything that has, or volunteer work. That's a beautiful month for volunteering, for sharing your love and your wisdom with others to help to uplift, empower, inspire them. Which can also have the same effect in return. But, anywhere where we're sharing that vibration of love, anywhere that we're gaining that sense of community can lift our vibration and the vibration of those around us. So beautiful energy for that this month. You may find this month that people seek you out to be a part of something that happens to be very aligned with your purpose. And it might feel very coincidental, but, my personal belief is there are no coincidences. So it's very possible that you might run into someone, or someone has seen your work somewhere and they really want to work with you, or they want to be a part of whatever it is that you have to offer. And so that could start to grow and blossom in some way, because more people start to see what you have to offer. They see your gifts, whatever, and they want to be a part of it. And so you could see that align with your purpose, feel very purposeful, and help you to step into that in a way that feels really good and very much aligned. And you might have opportunities well, let's say this. You might see opportunities present at this time that feel very aligned with your purpose. And it might be a little scary because of the unknown or whatever, or you might not feel ready, etc. And if it's presenting, it's because you're ready. So it's just you overcoming those fears of whatever is holding you back from saying yes to it. So definitely be curious about whoever or whatever shows up for you this month, because there's a very deep spiritual component to this, meaning that this is being driven by the soul and not by the ego. So the people you meet, the places that come in, for you this month could have a very sort of defining impact on your journey forward, if you allow it to. Let's see, what else do I want to say about this energy? I would also say that, This is a great time for leisure. This is not a time really to force anything or push anything. This is kind of that very like romantic vibe, right? Whether it's romanticizing yourself or you're really like entering into some kind of romantic relationship, but it's like that romantic vibe, right? Everything just sort of flows. Everything's very frilly and beautiful and soft and gentle. And so it's kind of like find ways to embrace that energy and commit to it. Like, if you want to go on a vacation or a staycation or pamper yourself or whatever, this is such a great month to do that. Beautiful time for leisure, beautiful time for sort of embracing the relaxation, the unhurriedness of it, if that's a word. Beautiful energy. I would say heed the call. Say yes to those opportunities for the slower pace, for the softer pace. Relaxation, love, affection, these are all at your doorstep right now. These are all at the forefront of this energy, wanting you to say yes to them. So, it will, for some people, it might feel a little confrontational, only because there's some area where you're telling yourself, I don't deserve to relax, I have to earn it. Or I don't deserve love, I have to earn it. Or I don't deserve affection, I have to earn it. And this energy comes in and says, that's not true. There's an abundance of this out in the world waiting to come in for you. So let's break through the barriers that are keeping it from coming in, whatever it may be for you. Then with stork energy, this is beautiful. When I think of the stork, and of course this is just because of, the advertising around storks and birth and babies and that sort of thing. But with stork energy coming through, it just brings in this energy of, let me say it. Let me finish that thought first. It really does bring in this energy of like new beginnings, right? Like, so a new fresh start, but one that's like has to do with the home and the heart. So yeah, being open to whatever is delivered at your doorstep now. But also something I think about when I'm looking at this picture of the stork is these are big birds, right? These are big birds. These are heavy birds, but yet they fly gracefully. Like when they're flying, if you've ever seen a stork flying, they're big birds. So they have a presence in the sky. And it's almost like that idea of like, how do planes stay in flight, right? Like, how do these big birds stay in flight, right? So it's kind of like achieving the impossible type of thing without force. There's a grace to it. There's, almost a lack of effort. I mean, there is effort, right? But it's not forced. So yeah, there's something here about surprising yourself with what you're capable of when you step back a little bit and when you don't force or when you don't try to control the situation, when you allow your soul to kind of be in the driver's seat and present to you all the goodies, and then you get to decide which ones you want to say yes to. So there is sort of this like this almost impossible feat that you almost are able to step into gracefully in some way. So, and then become this presence through that process. So I don't know. I kind of love it. I think it's beautiful. So yeah, love this energy for you all. I hope it's a beautiful month. I mean, gosh, I think it will be. Again, it's what we do with the energy. Even if we're moving through a really challenging time, we can always give ourselves permission to pause and relax and self-soothe and, self-care and all of those things. We can always give ourselves permission to slow down a little bit and not be so hard on ourselves and have grace for ourselves and others and surprise ourselves at what we're capable of, right? So yeah, I hope it's a beautiful one, 33s. I think it will be. Take care. Bye for now.